Hello everybody, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Twilight Princess Any Percent Tournament, which Wolfdash 3. We got the lower bracket round 2 for you today. It's the EtherNetBoyz versus Baachan. Commentating for us, we have Delighted and KM Keaton. Say hello everybody.
Hello.
What is
You
up?
guys have all heard us before.
So yeah, we have a race against Ethernet and Baachan. Can't wait to see
Baachan.
Baachan. Okay, it's Baachan. Okay.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. We gotta get used to the Chan.
Yeah. Okay, actions.
Just moving stuff around on my computer right now. Right as we're about to start. I'm guessing you're doing the same.
Yeah, I have the everything up ready to go. Okay.
Oh, and the countdown has started. I see.
Yeah, here we go.
I have no clue what Baachan's time is. So Baachan's only actually 6 minutes difference in PB, pretty much. A little less than that. It's about 540 minute difference between the two. So this run is actually genuinely decent. It can be close here.
Yeah, definitely.
Either's gonna have to pump out a run. That's actually pretty good, you know.
Yep.
Both runners are off.
Yeah. So I believe Baachan is doing Bite route, but with no ZA. That's what I believe he is doing. So we'll still be seeing some interesting stuff later in the run.
I like how on the splits we just have a the split die. I like that one.
Yeah.
Comes right after running. I can only assume that's Bite route.
Yep. So to start off here, I'm gonna pick up this rock, bring it to this gate, and then they're gonna side up into the gate, and then if they bonk into the gate correctly and get the good RNG, they will go right through it.
We are bonk gamers here, you know. Unfortunately, and they literally bonked at the exact same time there for me. Unfortunately, Ether ended up on the wrong side, Baachan on the correct side. Baachan a little bit struggling here to get out. Okay, well apparently they just do that instead too. We got Ether on that. Right, both get back in time, safe back in time immediately.
Yeah, so they did a trick where they reset the game and they void out on the same frame, and so the game kind of overlaps to the title screen. So with that, we get the sword and shield. We get
Does
the
Baachan know that you can
Okay, so Baachan is doing Bite route, so he's actually gonna die here. He is dying here because he can get EBF flags right away and doesn't have to get them later for Forest Bit. That is the reason why he's dying. And later when he goes to Sacred Grove, he's gonna make a save there. And then when I believe before he goes to Deku Toad, he's gonna howl at the Howling Stone, and that will give him boss flags for Deku Toad.
Alright.
I used to do that type of route when I first started off.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so Ethernet just voided out and then saved his game right away, while Baachan died and got EBF. So whenever he gets to Forest Temple, there's going to be when he opens the door for the Ucut scene, there's gonna be 4 monkeys immediately spawned for him to get the.
Oh, he doesn't have to do the force back in time at all. He's gonna be free doing that.
Yep.
I find it kind of funny here. We see Ether. Typically, people we are still talking to the sign, right? Hitting A by the sign. Ether bonked into the sign instead.
Yeah, bonking in this area is again rough, and plus also rolling.
Yeah, this section is definitely less about like little tricks or fancy gimmicks. It's all about perfect rolling. How many can you chain? How good is your movement?
Yep. Also, a tendency in this area, the forest area here, the game kind of tends to lag a little bit. It's not much, but it does lag just a tiny bit, so...
Yeah, there is definitely a decent amount of lag here, and it does affect your perfect rolling quite a bit. Like you definitely feel it when playing, getting your hands on this game and actually feeling this starting area. Right now it's not as laggy. Later on we're gonna be back here during the purple mist segment, and trust me, it will start lagging pretty bad. This game's frame rate is not the greatest, or nor is it very consistent.
You'll see later in the run in Arbiter's grounds, and even during the near Twilight, the runners are gonna have the camera down just to reduce the lag.
There's some areas where it's mandatory going to be forced to. Ooh, we got Ether on for a break side of the hill. Nice.
Lag.
But later on, during a part I know Ether will definitely go to, right after Ice Cave, when heading to snowboarding and doing the Watcher skip, that area with all the keys to the snowstorm and everything, it lags the game like crazy.
Yeah.
The frame rate drops quite a lot down there. If I gold, my gold sound will play. Huh.
Oof. Because he has sounds playing on his live split.
Yeah, he's got sounds for when he resets, sounds for when he golds, sounds for when he does anything. I wonder if this... I don't think this one's gonna gold, because A, it's safe bit, B, he bonged.
He actually got like an instant cage break there. He saw as soon as he landed the jump attack, the cage broke right away.
Yeah,
there's like
really
a specific angle where the cage can just break.
So we see two different kinds of gamers here. One who's, I mean, they can't see the split background, Chris, but we can. We see a, one with Dawn, probably repping the Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out. Then we have, yep. And then we have Ether, repping his waifu, Jim.
Oh, man.
So it's always nice to see a smiling face. I feel like it guides Ether towards the PBs,
Yeah, good old Jim.
Alright, so we got one Goats gamer.
Good old Howard, let's say we used today.
Yeah, hopefully not too many. I know yesterday, even though both of our runners popped out with crazy times, it was easy to forget that yesterday both runners had some pretty bad goats.
Yeah. Goats are not being too nice as of right now. He's trying to manipulate them in a good way. Okay. At least one Howard, it seems.
Yeah,
not the worst.
Ether gain at 30. 30 isn't too bad. I know this isn't a time he'd usually like, but it's not the worst, especially in a race setting. Baachan definitely taking some difficulty of goats here. Hopefully he can sneak away with maybe a 32, but I'm doubtful now.
This will be like a 36, depending how these last two goats are.
Yeah, one could just decide to not go, and
34.
Almost, it was pretty much a millisecond off of 35 there, but
And now we got RPS. Good old rock, paper, scissors now.
Man, yeah, this guy really teaches you that we all apparently need to go back to kindergarten and learn how to practice rock, paper, scissors. This man slaps down many runners, and this is quite an easy reset point here.
A little bit of interesting thing that Bo can do in this first phase. He has like 4 different options. He can either go to the right, he could either slap, you can grab, and he could also do nothing. It's only for the first phase he could do nothing too. In the second phase, he can only go right, slap, or grab. So the RNG values are spread out between the different options evenly. So
it ends up just being that 33%, just like rock, paper, scissors, pretty much. I know on the first hits, it's definitely, you have a bit more, especially in the first round, you have a better chance. It's like more in your favor. If you see Ether, he just got it instantly in one go. That's because he mashed correctly. If you're mashing in between 12 to 15 A presses per second, you're going to be able to push him off in one cycle, which is very, very good.
Yeah, if you mash, I believe...
Oh, Ether, alright, buddy. You rolled your
Nice. Getting
dice
some
and took a win.
Good RNG right there. Pretty solid.
That is perfect bow right there. There was literally one extra slap, and no runner is going to complain about only one slap to bow.
Alright, he's gonna get like a 740, 756. Called it. Yeah.
Nice.
It's decent. Really good.
Baachan also getting a very good bow. Okay, both
Nice.
runners literally leaving bow at a very good time. Actually, I think they're quite happy. This is a really nice time. Goats did take a good amount of time for both of them, though. Unfortunately, Goats did definitely dented their times a little bit, but they're both doing very good here.
So after they do bow, Ethan's gonna be taking a save, and that is for a later strat in Forest Temple. And now we're gonna transform into a Wolfie boy.
This is the main gimmick of our game. We turn into a wolf. Ironically, this feels like the same time where like there was what's it called? The Sonic the Hedgehog Unleashed, where there was the werewolf.
Yeah.
There was also Twilight was really popular this time. There's a whole focus on wolves. It was like the year of the wolf. Yes, Ether. What is your I feel like something happened. He's gonna spoil it. He's trying to be like Zach, like he wants to spoil the run.
Yeah. Did you hit yes on the save prompt?
His game is just black. Hey Ether, reset your console.
Did your Wii die, Ether?
Ether?
Some technical difficulties going on from Ethernet.
If he resets his Wii here, he can still keep it going.
Yeah, he can continue. I don't know what happened there.
I really don't want me and Ether to be the two known for having our laserdisc readers take their last breath on ZSR.
I wonder if his game just like randomly crashed.
I'm hoping it was a random crash and not any.
His game is not even starting up, it seems. Or I don't know what's happening.
Resetting DVD drive, detect media. Uh-oh. You know, I do not. I really hope we don't have another one go like this. Patching.
Interesting. Okay. Oh,
All right. I think he's back in the game. Maybe we got Elgato, no signal right now, but
okay. Game logo's up. Something doesn't seem right with this console. Oh wait.
Luckily, he's probably only lost a good 2 minutes or 2 minutes 30 seconds or something like this to all the shenanigans. Like it's definitely not fun, but man, it crashes on that screen again.
What?
It immediately crashed again.
What is happening?
No idea. Either do you know what's happening here? Do you know what's causing the crash, or is there pretty much just no clue now? Well, you still have time to catch up. Like the lucky thing is you have time to catch up, but the window's getting worse and worse.
Yeah. See if this game wants to start now. We working? Oh! It crashed again?
Exact same place is where it crashed.
What is happening?
Do we want to message Baachan or something? And like, I mean, if you can get the problem fixed, we might be able to restart the race. If anything, I don't know what the rules are on that, but I think
Got a message
Baachan would
from
be.
you.
I think Baachan would be willing to. Yeah, I feel really bad for Ether. I was in this place a little bit ago.
All right, see if this game wants to work now. Nope, it
Nope,
does the
crashes
same thing.
immediately right back there.
What the hell? What the heck, man?
That's actually the first time I've seen anything like this. Like,
Yeah.
you don't care if he doesn't want to reset? I mean, that's fair, but I feel like I don't think anyone in their community would like to have a race end up like this, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like typically everyone would want it to be a bit more even, you know? They wouldn't want it to be a win guided through, oh, their console had problems, technical
Oh
issues is
yeah.
my victory, you know? I know with Kit, even when it first happened with me, he was the one to come to me and say, hey, I think it would be fun if we did a rematch. I said, also Baachan just got first try Hugo, good job.
That's
I
very
believe
good.
that's first try Hugo, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's on it. He's under the 15-minute mark, so for sure.
All right, is it gonna work this time? All right, now
Oh,
it's
and here
working.
we are. The file has yeah, they're just having to start from the beginning with a 15-minute difference right now.
If I hope Baachan is able to respond.
Yeah, if he is, then we could definitely do a quick reset here, and hopefully, you know, we can maybe have something happen.
Yeah.
Because yes, Ether definitely has a bit of a better PB, but this is a insane difference in time right now. It's 15 minutes
Yeah.
completely. That's pretty much how all of our community is too, ED. Like a lot of people would not want this to be how their race goes.
Oh
But
yeah,
I'm pretty sure
exactly.
Baachan is probably focused on the run more than actually hearing the commentary or anything that's happening. So there's a good chance Baachan has absolutely no clue that this happened.
Let me.
Oh, they're talking to you in race time. What do
Okay.
they want to do? Because I am down to, like, in terms of commentary side, I'm down to have it restart, and we'll go from the beginning. If
Yeah, same. I'd be down as well.
they're just vibing with the rock right now, he's trying to break side with it. So when looking at this gate, by the way, anyone who's new to Twilight Princess, this gate is pretty much RNG. Partially it's
Yeah.
RNG. I'm okay if I lose, to be honest. I mean, you'd still want to have the race happen, though, you know.
That'll be like an honest and fair match.
And he gets the backflip bit. I'm pretty sure he just got the back up there.
No, yeah,
No,
you
he
get it.
didn't. No,
Yeah.
he didn't. Wow. Well, you and me don't have any update on what's going on, by the way. So, I guess we just vibe for a little bit. Get to watch Baachan collect some bugs. By route. They actually do the vessel. They don't like leaving Theron in the Twilight.
Baachan says he doesn't want to reset for his console. Which I don't. My opinion is I think they should because I don't know. It's whatever. I'm not gonna say anything else on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't want to do anything up. I just think it's kind of unfair because for the first race, Baachan didn't show up because he's overslept, and then Ether's having
he would have been
technical
DQ'd off of that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting that we don't see a reset coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's the fact that he's really happy with his run. Like, I understand that part, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to throw
I'm figuring.
shade,
Yeah,
but,
we're not throwing shade. We're pretty sure it's rather he's happy with his run. Like that's what we're
if he's happy with his run, that's fine. Yeah, you can continue, but I want to make this kind of fair, as fair as possible, since things have happened before. I mean, it's whatever they want. It's fine. I'm not just gonna say if someone's bad or anything. I'm not gonna throw shade.
Ether with the Japanese week out here. Or I mean the GameCube. Why did I say we? Yeah, I actually wonder what's been going on with this thing. You might actually be trying to troubleshoot it as we speak.
Yeah. Say Baachan is just gonna continue.
I think it's kind of crazy. Like this is the second time we've had our hardware decides to go down the day it's actually needed.
Yeah.
Moving over to Baachan's side, I think they're actually on very good pace for a Master Sword. Do you know what time this is be? They're on second of Skull Kid almost, right?
Looks like this would be like maybe a 24 or a low 20, a high 23. Ethan's still trying to figure out what's going on with this console.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we all run a game that's on old software, or I mean old hardware and software actually. They do happen. There have been crashes. There will be things that go wrong. It's unfortunate, but it is one of those things that we just kind of have to live with when you run an older game. Laserdisc readers from the past don't usually work as well, and they do have kind of an expiration date, even if it's not set on them. You can take good care of your consoles, but there's still times where they'll just die.
Yeah, some of the laser disc readers can be kind of bad, or it might be also could be the disc as well.
All right, Ether is on the file from his bow save now.
There we go.
He's got iron boots.
Alrighty.
He's gonna be a bit behind, but he can definitely do this. It depends. I would hate to see Baachan's run die somewhere, but there is a lot of time lost in this game. Does Baachan know that he can skip this cutscene?
For the bite route, they have to watch this cutscene. Have to watch all the Skull Kid cutscenes, because if they don't watch Skull Kid cutscenes, their EBF flags will actually go away.
Oh my, wait, really? That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder why that works. Something is up with the GameCube right now. I'm guessing it might have crashed again, entering the Zelda thing again. That seems like it's probably about to line up. We'll see if it loads or not.
Wasn't this happening to you as well, Keaton? It's kind of like the same sort of crash.
It's because of the safety bit at the start. Wait, how would safety bit change this from if you did quick bit in the beginning? I think it's Ace, I'm a bit confused. And for terms of mine, Chris, my laser disc reader just died. Like that was actually the disc reader in there internally dying. You had its last moments, and it's like it just stopped working and would not read any disc after. I mean, safety boss flags. Does Byte Route not always go for the safety boss flags, or?
Yeah, Baachan doesn't do forest bit, so he gets the boss flags from dying from the beginning, and then he carries them all the way over to Ook.
Is that, are you able to choose which one you do in terms of like? Is there like like in Byte Route, are you able to do the other way too, like the normal way of doing forest bit? No, Byte Route does forest bit if you want. Yeah, you can choose. Does that mean any route can do that if we choose?
Technically, yeah, pretty much.
But I'm guessing it loses time. You're not skipping Skull Kid cutscenes, so your Master Sword is always going to be second, always going to have a huge time loss, no matter what. It's just what you're confident in. Yeah, any route. Okay. Interesting to see too. Ether recently now has a German copy, so we're gonna see him playing on German, or a PAL copy, right? And so he's gonna be playing on German, which is pretty nice.
There's some small differences between PAL and NTSC. It's just like text differences.
You cut out there
Text
a little bit.
Instant. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, PAL has like a little bit of differences between texts. With the Goron bomb bag later, if Ethernet gets to that, that text is going to be instant. And for NTSC players, that text is actually slow.
It's interesting enough too that I think he just got one of the one frames. Ooh, he's very good. Oh, spoke a little too soon, but he had pretty good movement going up there. I was about to say, it's interesting in German, some of the areas are actually slower than our English variant, you know? Double claw shots being one of those segments that we know for sure is like 2 seconds difference. That's the one that comes to mind for me, but overall German ends up being 6 seconds ahead on average.
Yeah, also for the Ganondorf fight, the text, you don't have to like mash. You can just let it play out. The text box will just stay and the cutscene will advance. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, that's why they end the game. They're gonna have a cutscene while doing the fight. It's pretty fun. Or they'll have the text box while doing the fight.
Yep.
So let's hope that Ether has a good Hugo. Because this could be where he can get a little bit of his time back. He needs a good Hugo, a good EMS. Getting to that bit took me over 9 hours. What, getting the Master Sword, ED? I know in the normal playthrough, it's definitely a decent... It's pretty much midway through the game is when you finally get the Master Sword. It's kind of interesting, the speedrun gets it so early, and we abuse the gimmick of being able to transform between human and wolf to its, like, fullest potential. Literally switching for not only just movement, but different glitches can be done with different forms, and being able to switch between the forms allows you to do more, too.
So Baachan's actually going to be clearing fair in Twilight. The reason for that is he's going to be getting Ending Blow rather soon, I mean earlier on. And then he's going to do Back in Time, fight King Boblin just to get to Kakariko. Yeah, that's the name.
Okay, gonna jump in here real fast to give an update. Baachan did offer to reset if Ether wanted to, and Ether said he was fine either way, didn't really care. So we're just gonna continue and see how the race goes.
Okay.
All right, sounds fine.
That works well. Ether actually getting a really nice Suga there first try. Very nice.
Actually extremely quickly too. That was really good movement. He's playing from quite a deficit, but he can make this up a decent amount. Like Ether is a good runner, and he definitely has he can pull off some very good movement. He has been running this game for a while. Didn't he start playing? He was part of the batch of like Dean, Zach, and all of them, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say
he was kind of around that time. So he's been here for the game for a little while. He does know his stuff.
Shadow Beast being a little bit rude to Baachan, but thankfully I've been manipulate them pretty well there. How long is this run? 3 hours.
It's gonna be 3.5 hours probably.
Yeah, for these two runs, you're gonna be like maybe like a 310 to like a 320.
Well, since Ether's playing from quite a deficit, we're probably gonna be seeing him in the 320s. And then if Baachan PBs, then he's going to be lower. But from his PB, typically you can add a little bit to your PB, and that's when your race time is going to be. So we're probably expecting like a 315 average anywhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to see anyone PB, though, in a race, like we did see yesterday with Burgles.
All right, so Baachan's going to leave those tiers because it's better to collect them on the way out.
Big thing about this... Big thing about this game, Edie, that you'll learn, this game is very, very, very punishing. We have a lot of things that soft lock, we have a lot of things that break the game. We have a lot of things that you just cannot do because the game will not let you. And we ride the line of this game soft locking all the time. And we do tricks that are very, very thin windows with big time losses.
Yeah, tricks pretty much barely work in this game sometimes, but they do work. So
really my goodness, yeah. Things that barely work to all of Twilight Princess any %.
Nancy being very nice, very good.
Yep. And to answer someone from earlier, Lord, if you are interested in running this game, do you have the TP Discord? Because that's an area where you can find all information on every trick and many different runners' perspectives, and it's where we talk about new stuff that's coming out.
Yeah. You can find all that stuff on the ZeldaSpeedRuns website, or you can just join through, I believe it's discord.gg/TP or something like that.
Yeah, I think even on speedrun.com there's the Discord on there too, on the speedrun.com.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hopefully, I mean, we're hoping if things go well, you're already in the Discord. All right, good to see. If you ever have questions, feel free to always ask any of the runners. We're always
nice. Ether getting EMS first try, really good.
Ether coming from behind, but he is kind of zooming. Like, let's be honest, those are some unfun tricks. I know even in his normal runs, I know he'd be pretty happy with it going that fast. That was a really quick Hugo and a really quick EMS.
Yeah, closing the gap a little bit.
Was fast.
Slowly whittling down that gap, the lead between the two.
It's gonna be cool seeing that could be a comeback story all the way through.
Yep.
Yeah, it's never a case. We're hoping Baachan doesn't take any major mistakes, but this run is full of things that can be a major mistake. So
yeah,
it is up in the air. We have runners who are under 3 hours who sometimes end up with a 3:05. You know, like it just happens in races.
Yeah, a lot of this game is mostly movement based. Like if you have like a PB of like a 3:05. Like, if you have less than a 3:05, it's like pretty easy to like PB off just like by the main tricks. But After you're like below the 305 range, it's all about just like pretty much good movement and getting all the tricks first try. The good
Good
movement
movement.
is
It's not even tricks at that point because you'll see
yeah,
like even some of our world record has like places where small mistakes are made, right?
yeah,
Um, and movement is just the dominating factor between higher runners and lower and like other runners, like
yep.
not lower, but you get what I mean. Runners who aren't at the same level. The little things do add up in this game, and there are so many cases of this is a little thing that you can do or you should do, and that if you put them all together, it saves you a lot of time. Baachan immediately getting that boomerang that was from the back in time that he did the beginning of the game, and why he wasn't able to skip the cutscenes. We just saw it pay off right there. He was able to walk straight into the Ook fight, had the 4 monkeys to hop over the bridge. It's pretty nice to be able to just do that.
Definitely.
So will he already have boss flags for Big Frog too, or is he gonna have to do it there? Or is he gonna
So
have to do any shenanigans over there?
So when he saved at the Howling Stone, before Toad, I believe he's gonna have to go back to that file at some point and sing at the Howling Stone, and then he's gonna reset the game, and then he'll be able to get the flags for Toad. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. This game, especially for ours, it's been out for TB's been around for ages. Like this run hasn't really been changed. Like most people say, this is the game that's really stayed the same for almost 10 years. It feels like there's been small things that change, but nothing crazy. People have just gotten better and better at these. Does late Toad, so he loads a file with the Howling Stone for early boss
Yeah,
fights.
exactly.
All right, thank you, Ace, for explaining that. Oh, what I was saying though is, yeah, this run, like other runs where big tricks happen, TP instead has just been minor movement, lots and lots and lots of movement optimization to bring down times everywhere.
Yeah, for like I think one of the biggest examples in the gorge route is the claw shot segment. That's like one of the most that segment is crazy. There's a lot of like time you may not think you lose, but there is time you lose. Like phantom time happens a lot in that split especially.
Yeah, this game definitely has that whole feeling of phantom time being lost everywhere. In early game, it's definitely to force escapes, your movement overall, how fast you perform some of these tricks. Because yeah, when you're at a lower level, it's more about getting the tricks right, or when you're more new to the game.
Yep.
The higher you go, it's about how fast are you doing this tricks, how much are you risking to get it to go faster, you know.
Yep. Very true.
Paler clip, we've been seeing a lot of like testing and time differences, early syncing, giving up some of your air in Paler clip just so that you can try to get a quicker one, save time. We're going to be seeing that trick soon. So since he's doing bite, he doesn't have a gorge void. Like Baachan has no gorge void, right? There's no care. He can hit B for it, right, and have fun and do the swag.
Yeah.
What is phantom time? Phantom time would be the time you don't realize you're losing. Like, say you get every trick, you do a run, and it feels like it's perfect, right? But you're still minutes behind a world record, right? We'd call the time in between there the phantom time. So the minor movement optimizations, the small things they do, the quicker aim, the quicker movement, all those things is what usually is associated with phantom time. It's the stuff that's not obvious. Yeah, pretty much your experience and how much time have you put in.
Yeah, like recently there's been like the reason we found out is it's actually if you feel gorge void in the no ZA gorge run, it's actually better to go to do early Elden than go get claw shot first. So
It will always save and equip, and for a while there was misinformation spread that you need to do a harder trick to make it save time, but no, that was wrong. It was just overall it saves and equip for sure.
yep.
And looking back and thinking about logically, every time it will. You're just like, so, because if you go over to the linear side, you're always going to be getting rid of the boomerang, and you're going to be taking it out when you need to doing Elden anyway. Yep, and bomb house skip. Instead, you don't have to. You don't have to worry about that equip. It's always weird to me because I typically like I've actually only missed Gorge, like Chris. The time our run, that was one of the first times I missed Gorge Void. I was like, ha, all right. Now I've got to make decisions.
Hmm.
If you're wondering what Gorge Void is, to some of the newer people who this may be your first time experiencing this run. So currently, Baachan is doing a route that does not use Gorge Void. Gorge Void is a one-frame trick that happens at the end of the Shadow Beast fight over by the Elden Bridge. And this trick can save, on average, 1 minute and 5 seconds. It is a single A press. You have one shot at it. If you miss it, you do not get it, and you need to go a different way. Well, a different way, or you can do the way that we have now, people started doing. Oh, thank you, Deesh, for the raid. Hope your 100% run went well.
Paw grade.
It's kind of interesting that he stayed as Wolf. That felt really quick, actually.
Baachan, Baachan is probably not going to be doing a Kagurac quick kill here, so he's going to be doing the Wolf method of taking care of the Kagurac.
Yeah, this is where my knowledge starts to run low on this route.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go for Pillar Clip right now?
So he's doing late Toad. So he's gonna get the claw shot. Let's see where his splits line up here. His splits line up, so he'll be getting he's gonna be getting Zor armor this run actually, it seems.
So he's doing he's doing Bite ZA. Okay.
Yes.
So funny enough, in this route, there are a couple other viable routes. The fastest route being Gorge, no ZA, but if you miss Gorge Void, it's not very good. That's the one frame trick. It's where you void out into Gorge. That's where it gets its name from.
Yeah.
And so our other routes before then, like ZA, there was Bite ZA. I'm trying to think. So there's Bite ZA.
And this is Bite.
Bite no ZA. Then there's ZA no Bite, or Gorge Void. It's usually, if it's not using Bite, it's gonna have Gorge Void. So there's Gorge Void ZA, and then the world record route is Gorge Void no ZA.
Yeah. A lot of people tend to run the Gorge no ZA run, but there are a few runners out there that run Bite routes and run Zor armor Gorge runs. Routes.
Typically, Gorge Void, I mean, a lot of runners have it to a good consistency to where they're able to get it often. So usually it's not like super risky. Like going for a Gorge Void route is typically what we all do. There's usually no change. Some runners like to switch over. I know, Chris, you are one of them who I thought it wasn't even for the consistency. I thought you just liked it. You just liked doing the ZA route in races.
Yeah, I just like for me, for my race runs, I mostly run Gorge ZA, simply because Morpheal is kind of annoying sometimes. So
you're going to be seeing one of the big things. So Baachan's going to be replacing some of this. He's going to be losing some time here to get the Zor armor and do things in a different order, and definitely the routing is going to impact his time. It's depending on optimization, it will be a good fair chunk of time difference, but he gets a whole lot of safety and a whole nother trick, which we're going to see way later in Aether's run.
Ether's a trick called Force Back in Time. Basically, there's actually two methods. There's an item wheel method and there's a pause method. You have 2 frames for the pause method, and you believe you have like maybe a backup frame for the item wheel method. Yeah,
they have a map open up backup on there, and then a couple of cool people I think actually have a few others. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of different ways for the item wheel method that you can go on.
So the save method that Ethernet did is technically actually faster than the item wheel.
Faster and safer to a lot of people who've been picking it up. Like a lot of people in the community have recently been we've been seeing it get used a lot more, and it's definitely seeming like people are starting to realize that, you know, this one's kind of worth it. Having 2 frames. So typically with the item wheel method, you can back up by exiting out of the item wheel and instantly opening up the map menu. You can still have human error and mess that one up. In save method, if you get the perfect frame or late frame, you just change how you reset, and it's very simple. You do every single command the same, other than on the perfect frame, you're going to just be holding the console reset, which is XB start. Instead, you're going to just hold X start, and then once you get the A prompt to continue, you hit A, and then and you hold it, and it does it perfect. And if you get a late frame, you end up doing a different thing where right on the A press, you're going to be holding your console's reset button and let go as you hit the A button. Extremely easy.
Yeah, it's very consistent. I used to struggle with the item wheel method so much, and then whenever I switched to the save method, it was a lot easier for me.
I think it's just because of the safety, knowing that even if you're a frame late, you can still get it. With 0 time loss, there's absolutely no time loss in getting the late frame. None at all. And that feels the best. It's not up to you, or if you slip up and maybe you don't open up the map quick enough. None of that. It's all up to you.
Alright, Baachan's now going to get the ending blow, and as soon as he gets the ending blow, he's actually going to die. And the reason he's going to die is because when you die in this area, you get like teleported all the way back to the beginning, and then you go through one loading zone, and then you do bit. Like, you're basically at the bridge, so it's very nice that it spawns you pretty much next to the loading zone where Baachan's going to do bit again.
It's gonna be pretty interesting to see this. Like I've seen this route a little bit. I mean, I think it was from Ace, and then I got to see a couple slides from Gligar in terms of what this route is. But it's definitely cool to see it again.
I used to do this route actually when I first started running TP, and then I switched to Gorge ZA. I mean Gorge no ZA after a little bit.
I think it's a cool route.
Yeah,
like, I think there's cool parts about it. It's really interesting that our game has these different routes that actually have pretty major differences in them. It's not just a small thing, it's like complete routing changes over.
Yep. Alright, Ethan just got the boomerang, and now he's going to be save warping out. And now he's going to be going to the Kakariko Gorge and going to attempt a Gorge Void.
This is that trick that Baachan is doing a route to avoid. Typically, a lot of runners don't like doing, or will do the bite route, either out of, I think it's because people believe it's more beginner friendly, but I don't even feel like that's how it is, you know? I feel like both routes have difficulty just spread out in different areas.
Alright, Baachan taking actually a void out death, which is a lot faster than
smart.
having the Boko kill him. So then he's going to respawn back at the beginning.
I think it's a very, very smart way to do that.
Yeah, he's going to save on file 3, and now he's going to do bit, and he's now going to fight KB1, I believe.
No, we're gonna see this fight in this route, and we're if I'm being honest here, you're not even gonna see Ether do this fight. This fight's no longer in the game for his run.
Yep.
Like, he will not be doing it. We'll be making sure we're skipping a lot of the KB fights in Ether's route. Good force escape from Ether. Wait, did Ether get Gorge Void or no?
He did not make it to the Gorge Void yet.
Oh, he's not made it yet. Okay, okay. I was just making sure. Yeah, because we're gonna see this cutscene play. Yeah, okay, he hasn't. Back in time stuff, Ellie. Pretty much just everyone's just we have some back in time KB for the bite route, and then we have Ether going from, he is playing from behind, but he's actually been doing a really good job at saving time. Like,
yeah, he's been slightly catching up here and there.
He's been zooming all the way through just off of movement and doing tricks very, very quickly, taking very little time to set them up and then getting them well. This KB fight, by the way, is some of the reasons why people don't like to run this route. It's unfun to do, and there is a bit of RNG involved in it.
Yeah, the first phase is kind of rough because King Bulbin can just move all over the place, and it's kind of hard to track him down, or there's like no good way to manipulate him.
We have another fight.
There are ways to manipulate the first phase, or not more or less manipulate, but you can use the claw shots in the first phase to make the first phase a little easier, but it is a little bit slower. Dashing and just slashing him is actually technically faster.
This is going to be some of the last uses of what's it called? Once we're past Big Frog, which you guys will know who Big Frog is when we get there. Deku Toad. This is his actual name. We like to call him Big Frog. We're not going to see any more of like back in time shenanigans. Back in time pretty much just gets put on the back burner. Our run uses it a little bit. It's like we have a sample of it, you know. We get a little taste. We don't really use it like crazy. Ether going into human. Oh, there's a human method Gorge Void, right? It's the same thing. It's
Yes.
just LA.
So he's gonna try and put on the iron boots and then save his game.
And he gets
Got
it. Okay.
it. Nice. Good stuff from Ethernet there.
Does that save time on the other method?
No. The jump attack method is faster. The wolf method is faster.
Is this one safer?
It's personal preference.
This is just personal. Like, okay, that's fair.
All right, Baachan going to be starting Elden Twilight, I believe. Yes, he is. He's starting Elden Twilight.
If Ether gets this trick, by the way, he will be saving time on Baachan here. He will be saving a full minute plus on Baachan on route alone. We're going to see more of it depending on Morphew on how it affects it. But I know that doing this will save time. This will give him some time back.
All right, Ethernet's not doing a trick called Ruby Roll. He's going to be lining up a ruby, and then he's got to throw the boomerang on top of a fence to LJ on top of the fence. Then he's going to do a 1-frame roll. He's going to grab or he's going to land on the other side of the fence. He's going to roll his way over, do some side ups to put himself perfectly aligned so he can LJA over the gorge and make it to Kakariko without getting the bridge at all. Easy. Good stuff.
Now he's going to be zooming on through. That means that he is definitely going to be saving that time on Baachan here.
Yep.
Which will hopefully be putting it a little bit more back in his favor. He's going to have a chance. These are the things he needs to actually start getting back into this race.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is still at the 12-minute deficit, but hey, you can pull this off. This game does have, like, luckily for it being a long run, it's hard for people to be very consistent in a 3-hour run.
Yep. Never know what could happen.
Oh, you can sometimes be attack and you go through the Shadow Beast. Sometimes we just get those things.
Good old collision, man.
Yeah, our game doesn't. Our game works in beautiful ways. Hey, Baachan and Ether are kind of met up here a little bit. They're both in Elden. Ether's gonna be saying goodbye to Baachan. Baachan, in terms of his splits, it seems like he's actually on a very good run. He has a very good chance of PBing.
Hey, he's only 4 seconds behind, which is really good.
Yeah, that means I don't know what his late game's like. Their late game is going to be very, 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 very similar to each other. There's going to be slight differences because Baachan won't be getting bombs, and so there's going to be a couple of strat differences and things that they're going to do. But mostly they're going to be very, very similar. And yes, Ether's console crashed for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Ether's console had some difficulties playing the game for some reason. I don't know why.
He was in the lead and then is now 12 minutes behind.
Unfortunately, Baachan bonking down, sadly.
Oh yeah, I like that you can get that void in with the bonk there.
Yeah.
it always makes me laugh when I see that. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to fall, and then you see the void, you load, and you're like, whew. Interesting movement up to this house. So typically what we actually do is we do hold forward A, spam B twice, and then you'll get a hop, and it's really, really quick movement. Baachan did a different thing where he just did B once and then hopped over. It's to reset your dashes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a mechanic where you can reset your dashes on specific ground.
Ooh, Ether getting hit by the trigger there.
Yeah, so Ethernet's trying to do a trick called Forest Escape. And this is how we, in this route, we can actually skip Fair and Twilight. That looks a little too far back. I don't know.
I think he's okay. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was okay there. It just looked a little bit weird.
Yep.
That trick is actually where we were talking about Phantom Time before. That trick, there are some people who go really fast. And by some people, I mean a world record holder gets that trick quite insanely quickly. It's very position precise, and then it's also a aiming thing. So quicker you get at those two things, the faster you'll be able to get through it, and the more time you'll actually save on others.
Mm-hmm.
One of those cool things that you definitely see between runners and their skill levels. Baachan doing a trick called Wolf, or not Wolf, just Bomb House Skip. We are able to kill that bug before it enters the house, so we can skip a whole cutscene of having to burn the house down, have it explode. If we kill it outside, the house will just be broken on the inside, and we'll skip the whole cutscene essentially. Saves about 40-50 seconds, right? I believe.
Yeah, it saves
Bomb
like
out
40
skips.
seconds. Alright, Ethernet just bonked his way through the narrow gate and now he's gonna be entering
Yo, what is up with
like,
these runners and
polygon.
money, dude? Okay, yeah, what is up with you guys? Like, oh my goodness.
It's rich today. Everyone's rich in these runs, dude.
Every time, man, every time. Ace, I'm never gonna forget how you just broke, like, you broke my mind. I was like, Ace a little bit behind in money. Ace getting 18 rubies in that single room. I'm like, okay, no longer behind in rubies. Bruggles did it to me yesterday too, man. And then over here we see Baachan getting 11.
Alright, so Ethernet's doing a trick called pillar clip. So you can clip through this pillar. It's very scary trick. So let's see if he can get it. He's gonna swim into the pillar, swim up from the left side, and that looks pretty good actually. He's gonna have to wait a little bit before Link clips through here though. So pillar's pushing him through, and then once Minna goes up, yep, now he's successfully clipped through the pillar. Now he's gonna Iron Boots pump his way into the loading zone here, and he'll just barely make it.
There's riskier ways to do it, ways to trade off air for time, and ways to make it a lot slimmer of waiting on Minda. You can actually get through there pretty much instantly if you get a really good angle and you do it very correctly. Typically, if you want to be safer, you go for an early frame where you're just gonna have to wait a little bit. Do you have to call Minda for the? No, you actually do not. But the version of doing it without Minda is very, very, very hard. And no one goes for it, and typically what the best case scenario is you call Minda, realize you didn't need to, and you just immediately mash through her text.
Yeah, there's like two different forms of clipping through the pillar fast. There's insta-clip and there's Minda-less. Insta-clip is like literally if you line up perfectly and like instantly as soon as you call Minda, you're basically clipped to the pillar. And the Minda-less is all what it means. You just don't call Minda, but you can clip to the pillar. It's again very risky.
No runner is going to be going for Minda-less just because of how you're basically throwing your run if you miss it. It's very, very precise, and you throw it. It's good to always call her just for the safety there. I like that double LJA there.
Yeah, Ethernet getting a cool double LJA there. China finishing up Ellen Twilight. Now he's going to be getting, I believe he's going to be doing Linear Twilight, and then he is going to be getting Zora Armor, then Claw Shot.
Interesting enough to see too, in terms of the pillar clip talk a little bit more. Typically runners, if you want to be safe, you can go on, the earlier frames will allow you to get pushed up and it's very safe to do. You can have an early frame and it just means you're going to be waiting on Minda. And so that's the one nice thing about that clip is if you are early, you can just wait it out. And it's not too bad, but going for some of those really, really tight clips, you're going to be risking it. Because if you miss and you're late, guess what? You've now drowned, and you've now lost, it's a lot of time. I think it's 40 to a drown. I don't know how much is the drown? I'm guessing 40.
You lose like a minute.
This is just, yeah, a minute, alright.
It's like basically failing Gorge Void.
It's pretty rough. So most people are always gonna maybe take an early frame or go for a good frame, you know?
Yep. I remember I PB'd off failing Gorge Void one time.
Ellie, in theory, if you go for an early sync and Minda-less, you could probably save 9 to 10 seconds on most runners in that alone. You're going insane. That is very, very, very precise, though, if you're going to be going for that.
Ethernet looked a little bit lost there when he was opening the door to the double LJA room. I wonder if he forgot Uku. I'm pretty sure he grabbed the dough. I don't remember, though.
Yeah, he grabbed Uku. I saw him grab Uku.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Guess I know what I'm throwing all my practice into now. I mean, even if you get an insta clip, it's definitely worth it. Like, getting an insta clip saves even more. Like, it saves a lot of time. Minda-less saves a ton, though. If you actually know you're going to get it, If you know you're gonna get it, you save a minute text box, which I believe will save you an extra 2 seconds. But you have to have some raw confidence that you are about to get
Yeah.
midless, and you have to react with the iron boots very quickly.
It's kind of funny. Whenever I teach someone pillar clip, they tend to get insta clip usually, like in a couple tries, and it's kind of funny.
You're telling me I'm not special? You taught other people pillar clip? I thought that was our thing.
I taught other people pillar clip before.
It's okay. I used to be very good at getting insta and mindless, and now I just like to go for a safer frame, so I don't do half my runs. I'm like, yeah, I'll hit it early just to vibe.
I remember you being one of the cases of getting insta clip most of the time. It was hilarious.
I got so many instas and so many mindless. It's really nice if there's different things you can trade off. The lower you sink down, the less air you'll have, but you're able to like actually, you can get a much better angle and guarantee it. Crosser's the one who taught Chris, which ended up teaching me, so that's where that comes from. I think Ether also is a little bit learned from Crosser too. Like,
yeah, Crosser's really good at pillar clip.
boom. So we have Linear Twilight over on Baachan's side. Linear Twilight, it's just another Twilight section, very movement intensive. Don't warp, like, big thing there, little hit tech that you have to do. You must flash blue before you can leave, or the tier will stay. Even if you collected it, it won't actually be collected.
You have to wait for the tier to actually go inside Wolf Link, and then you can teleport away.
It's a very sad if you ever realize, oh, I just left the tier back there.
Alright, now that Ethernet's got the claw shot, he's going to be making his way to the Zura's domain portal.
He's doing his little dolphin dive back down there.
Yeah. And then as soon as he gets to the Zura's domain portal, he's going to warp immediately to Kagriko, and that saves about a minute. That just getting that warp portal early just saves so much time, like, surprisingly.
Are both the videos buffering for you, or? Both the videos buffering for you?
No, they're not.
I'm gonna refresh them.
Yeah, refresh.
Quick second.
Alright, Ethernet getting a really nice Kagerak quick kill there.
Alright, so, now I'm all good. Had to refresh again because it double paused my videos, and so they're behind again. And I was like, okay, now we're all good. So he got the Kagerak drown kill really quickly, right?
Yes, he did.
And Slav, if you're wondering, his console crashed multiple times over, very, very many times over.
Like right before castle too, or it was like basically when he loaded in a castle, like his.
It was right after Bo going for the loading in as Wolf cutscene ended up crashing. He lost about 10 to 12 minutes to it. Somewhere in there, it was quite a lot of time to messing around the console and trying to get it back up. It is tragic, but he is catching up. Like he's putting in the work. I gotta hand it to you.
Ethernet is about maybe a whole Twilight section behind.
Definitely still room for him to come back in. We're gonna see a very, very difficult part that Baachan's gonna have to go through called the opponent slide in what's it called?
That's basically the opponent slide.
Yeah, the opponent slide.
Escort mission.
Escort mission. There we go. Also, the opponent clip that he's gonna have to do too can lose you a decent chunk of time if you don't get it quickly. But typically, it's not too hard.
Yeah, this Wolfdash has been full of crashes. A lot of odd stuff has happened.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad, man. You know.
Heard a couple of runners just died to KB3 and.
Sometimes our Wii's give us that 07 and say I'm sorry, Captain, but it's my last day, and then they.
Yeah, the lasers die when the console is running. Yeah.
We send them off like. We send them off like Vikings. We put them out in the river. We push out the bow. And we shoot a flaming arrow in it, and we.
Oh god.
Ether's making his way up to Zora's domain, so this is where we're gonna see that Gorge Void, that juicy Gorge Void. Save him some time, actually. I think in his PB he got Gorge Void though too, so you know it's not gonna look so on the splits.
Yeah.
But compared to Baachan, he is gonna be saving time. Trust me, just take my word for it. He's gonna get this portal, warp back to Elden, and now he has both warps for the Twilight, and he's gonna actually. Baachan's gonna be kind of the end side of Lanayru Twilight while he's starting his Elden Twilight, which isn't bad. That means he's narrowed down the time a little bit more compared to Baachan. I think that for sure means that he's given it a bit more. And welcome in, JD. He didn't just have to reset; he had to do many resets.
Yes.
And he did not reset his splits, so no, there's no chance.
Yeah, the runners decide to just continue on with the race, no matter what.
He had many resets, and he didn't actually, like, he ended up getting the file back to Bo. So after losing about, he pretty much, it's just around 10 to 12 minute loss. Like, I couldn't tell you for sure, but it was quite a lot of time given away to it.
Yep.
And he's at Vessel, nice. When we see Baachan still has at least 1 to 2 minutes of his Vessel right now, I believe.
Yep.
And I think maybe a little bit more because he's gonna be doing Firebug,
I'm gonna get the boss
the
bug
Cag
as well.
one, and Boss Bug. Yeah, so he's probably got a little bit, like probably more so like 3, 4 in between there left. Either definitely putting in the work to catch up here. It is an uphill battle, but it's one that he can do. Unfortunate, the bonk on the grave.
Yep. Happens a lot with analog glitch.
That was very good Firebug from Baachan over there.
Yeah, sometimes I think just bugs in general can be very weird. Like the worst bugs in the game. Baachan's already went past them, but the leap head bugs in Zora's domain can be quite annoying. But
unfortunately, Ether messing up the basement bugs over here. Ether is Ether. I'm gonna bless your run real quick. You're low on money, so go prove me wrong by getting 18 rubies out of
the watchtower.
Yeah. I want you to be the next person to tell me, yeah, you know, we just rely on the watchtower to give us an infinite spawn of money. Or he's gonna pull the 10 ruby out of the box and then like not this bug but the next bug.
Right, Baachan's gonna void out there, and then mash the B button, so then he can immediately go back to Lake Hylia, and then he'll be put right next to the last bug, or the second to last bug of Lanayru Twilight, and then once he collects this tier, he's gonna be fighting a little boss in this the Twilight section. And that'll be the end of the Twilight section.
I didn't even see how much money Ether made, or if he even went for the money in that room. I don't think he did. He still has the same amount that he did before. I don't know if he goes for some of those relocations.
I'll see if he goes for the 10 on the hotel.
He probably needs to. He's really low on money.
Yeah.
He really needs to get this.
It.
Well, he gets the side hop, so he cancels the text for it. Very good. Typically, when you miss Gorge Void, you don't even have to worry about the text box. You just grab the ruby. But since he got it, he actually needs to side hop it. Side hopping allows you to cancel text boxes. It can.
So with rubies, you have to wait. No, you don't have to wait, but every time you save orb, the ruby text box reappears. So if runners have to save orb and they see a blue ruby and they want to collect it, they generally just side hop it, or they do like a jump attack maybe.
Lord, I will explain that to you in just a second once we see Baachan over at that part. What you're going to see him do after this final hit, all the tentacles are going to go out. He's going to hop onto the boss bug. And what we're essentially doing is we're getting the B attack with all of them. They go in the corner, so it bonks on the first tentacle, and that cancels the dash and insta kills it.
Yep.
So it skips it skips the animation of hitting them all.
Yeah, skips the long animation of Wolflink just going back and forth. It's really nice. It's weird how Bonk just does that.
Yeah, that instead of like slowing you down, it just bonks. Oh my goodness, I'm buffering again. No, why?
No.
I have no clue why. Just gonna refresh and then we'll be back. And yeah, it is pretty cool. Our game has a lot of small things that like can be done for time optimizations. That's really nice.
Alright, now Baachan's gotta get the Zora armor. He's got to do an escort sequence, and once he starts this escort sequence, regularly in the game you'd fight King Bulblin too, but there's actually a way to skip that with Epona clipping us out of bounds.
That is unfortunate for
Oh,
Ether.
no.
He ends up getting hit by the bug. What's he gonna do now?
Don't. He tries to open the door, but the door's not openable.
Either you can't open that door.
Oh, you can just. I didn't. You can just crawl through that. I didn't even know that. I mean, I never knew you could crawl through there as human. Actually, I never knew that.
Yeah, Ether teaching us things every day. I think that skips a cutscene too. Like I unironically think it skipped a cutscene. Is that to save time, or did that net lose some time? I don't think it does do anything for him.
It doesn't skip the cutscene. No, it doesn't skip anything.
Oh, I thought he didn't have to see the cutscene that bugs in the start of the room where they fly around and they hide.
Oh no.
Well, that's the cutscene that we try and skip there. This being able to kill the bug before it goes in the hole will save you this whole entire cutscene.
Yep.
The house would just be broken when you crawl in, which we did see Baachan do.
All right, so with the Epona clip, it's gonna line up against the wall, and then it's gonna get off Epona. It's just gonna walk into Epona, and then there we go. Clip
Oh
right
my
through the wall.
goodness, you! How in the world?
You're
Alright,
just
12 rupees.
everyone's
I guess
man.
I guess every time I open my mouth, someone just gets 10 plus rupees out of there. So that's 12. Baachan got 11. Ace got 18. Bruggle's got 16. All right, crazy.
I've gotten like I've gotten like 18 or 19 through there before. It's
18
so
I think
much
is
money.
max. I do not think you can get 19. I think 18 is its pure max. That
Yeah,
is some absurd luck.
All right, so with the void out, Baachan did, he skipped the KB2 fight, and now he's gonna have to do a trick called the Epona slide rather soon to cross the gorge without the bridge being there.
I wonder if he's gonna go for the 100 that Simi does.
Okay. He's not going for the 100 rubies. Yeah, I respect it. There's a 100 you can get. Oh wait, he doesn't have claw shot. Think about that. He doesn't have claw shot as well.
Oh wait, yeah, he doesn't have claw shot. He can't even get it.
Yep. So with the there's 100 rubies underneath the bridge on the right side, but you need claw shot for it. And since Baachan's doing late toad, he's gonna have to get the rubies and Snow Peak. Here's 2 100s there. He's gonna be grabbing. And then the rest of the rubies are going to be collected through AG. Alright, so Baachan's about to do the Epona slide. If he ends up failing it, he could, he's probably going to have to respawn at the beginning, but let's see if he gets the first try. So he's going to crouch on Epona, and then he's going to uncrouch and see if he can get it. He did get it, yeah, first try, nice. That's big.
That's very good.
That's big, that was unbuffered too. Unfortunately, he didn't get Epona over the bridge. It would have been faster to do so, but it's all right. You can just dig underneath the ground here.
Let's go, Baachan. That's a really hard trick. That is really good to see. Ether getting hit by the smoke. All right, and he's now vibing. Yeah, Pog to Baachan. That is a brutal trick.
Yep.
You replace RNG off of Warfuel with that trick, which is just your skill. Did he hit something he wasn't supposed to do?
I know, he's good.
Oh no, he's good. He's good. He's good. I didn't know because I know there's a trigger you guys are trying to avoid there, right? Or something that you're trying to avoid.
Yeah. Well, the King Bulbin trigger's not there because
You've already done it.
Baachan defeated King Bulbin 1 already.
Ooh. So now we're able to see some Zor armor, and so Baachan's gonna go for that Pog Zero Bomb in this run against Morfuel.
Yeah, casual strats.
No, it's not casual. It's just the highest tech. I like how you can go backwards in this cutscene still goes. Like, I don't even understand how that works. Like,
It just teleports you.
What is our game? What is Twilight Princess?
Don't know, dude.
I found out today, apparently on version 1.0 of the English Wii version of, what's it called? Twilight Princess, they left in Cave of Ordeals, they left in the developer backdoors so that you could skip Cave of Ordeals.
Oh yeah.
Man, I sometimes I look at this game, I'm like, man, what'd you guys do? I love this game. But I'm also like, man, so some days you guys really weren't trying.
Yep. I mean, the Wii version is the first version that came out.
It's pretty
they did unfortunately skip the ordeals skips in the GameCube and Wii U version, sadly.
Interesting. So they're gonna become human. Yep, and then they're gonna put on Zora. You guys never go back to green, right? You guys can never go back to.
Okay, you can only. So since Baachan completed Fair and Twilight, he actually got the Hero's Tunic.
Oh.
So for an example, when you do Gorge ZA, you never get the Hero's Tunic because you never complete Fair and Twilight.
Yeah,
so
we
Fair
have
and Twilight gives you the Hero's Tunic in your inventory.
Yeah,
so he can
fortunately for Ether, so the game wouldn't have to be censored. We see that he has the tunic. The game just makes sure. Because technically he has no clothes.
Yeah, so fortunately for Baachan, he can when he goes through arbiters or goes through the Boblin camp, he can take off his Zora tunic to avoid fire damage from the Boblins.
So we're gonna see this clip, but done in a much friendlier way. With like pretty much if you miss it, you just cycle around, lose a little bit of time just to cycle around and go for it again.
Yeah. So right now, Baachan is going to perform his second EBF, or his last form of Back in Time. He's going to load the file from Sacred Grove, howl at the statue, and then he is going to reload the file, and that will move the EBF flags to file 3.
And so Baachan is going to just complete lake bed here, is he not? Like this.
Yep, he's gonna get the claw shot, and then he's gonna just fight Morfuel.
This is the difference between the two routes, by the way. The major differences that they have. You have a great night, ED. Thank you for checking out our run. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Go check out the 2 runners too who are actually here. Their names are the same as their Twitches. Oh, thank you, Ricky. Let's go. We have the commentator command too.
Pog.
Thank you again, Ricky. Ether doing the neighbor Twilight. So weird things. When do you guys get ball and chain? Is it gonna be after Lake Bed? You guys get ball and chain?
Yeah. Ball and chain is after MDH.
Huh.
Yep.
It's definitely an interesting run to see. It still blows my mind. I've seen it like once other than right now. So it's quite interesting to see the differences,
I think this route is most similar this route is pretty much kind of similar to the HD route if HD had EMS basically. But, minus Back in Time and map glitch.
Oh, rough, Ether. He got the early frames instead of the late frames. So on that trick, Waterfall side hop, you need the final 3
ledge
frames.
Grab.
That was very good for you, Baachan. If you did not get that ledge grab, that would have been unfun.
Yeah, he would have to do the climb of shame. But thankfully, he got the ledge grab.
Fun thing to note with this game: vines, absolute nightmares. Your climb speed in this game is literally 0. Like, it's horrific how slow you climb up things. HG, that's actually one of the improvements they did, is they allow you to climb rope. They allow you to climb up like stuff like that much faster. Not ledges, but do you also get faster climbing on ledges in HD?
I mean, it's just called quick climbing. You climb up
Yeah.
vines faster and ladders.
Yeah.
And then also HD gets an extra inventory slot, which is probably one of the best additions to the game.
Just so you guys don't have to do as much menuing as we do in
Yep.
this run, because as you guys see, we are balancing out only being able to have 2 items out at once. Crazy that either is so far, like, there's such a difference in the runs that right now Baachan's getting the big frog claw shot, and Ether got it quite a while back.
Yeah, it just lines up better with the route too. Like you visit you know there's no reason to leave Lake Bed by this point. Like it's just faster to finish it and then get ball and chain after MDH. And plus he already has ending blows, so he doesn't have to, and plus he didn't even have to sing out a howling statue at all, you know. Alright, so Baachan's just gonna save warp, and then he's gonna go do a Lake Bed boss key skip. And then he's gonna go fight Morpheal for free. Even if like he does have Zor armor, there's a tiny bit of RNG still Morpheal, but it's not as like bad with Zor armor.
If you
like,
get bad RNG, you just take a
you
little
just
bit of a
swim, you
time
know?
loss. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be like, oh, take an L here, drown, go back, repeat. You know, like it's
Yeah.
nothing like that. So even in your worst case scenario, it's very, very light compared to what we're going to be seeing Ether do here. And Ether's one of those gamers who really likes to do some crazy tricks here. I mean, considering his pace, I'm very sure Ether will go for 1 bomb. I'm pretty confident in that, you know?
Pretty cool way of doing boss key skip here is just gonna line up with the railing. He's gonna jump all the way down. He's gonna line himself up on the edge of the staircase here. Face like, yep, up left, and then hopefully he'll fall right through. Thankfully, there's like collision inside of the railing that you can walk on, and then he's gonna line up his head, I believe it is, with some of the wall. There we go. Clips right on through. Nice, good boss key skip. And I was gonna fight Morpheal.
Ether messing up this fight here with the Twilight Watchers, Twilight Wanderers, whatever they're called.
Messengers.
Messengers, there we go.
Yeah, these Shadow Beasts can be quite annoying. Oh, nice, he got the double hit. That was kind of lucky. So a couple of things that the Zoro armor does, that the Hero Tunic does that doesn't do underwater, is obviously you can swim. The sword slashes are a little bit faster underwater, and you can also see a little bit better underwater. So those are some small benefits of the Zoro armor over the Hero's Tunic. But with the Zoro armor, you take double damage to fire and ice.
This won't really impact them all too much, other than a Furious, where you can really get wrecked if you mess up a single thing.
Yeah.
Argarok can definitely slap you down if you end up taking the hit.
Yeah, Argarok one-shots you with Zoro armor. Pretty much. I believe it does like 15 hearts, maybe.
Yeah, it's something quite crazy.
Alright, so
I don't
Baachan's
HD they
gonna
lowered
go
how much it
for
is, but...
Alright, Baachan's gonna get left off, and then he's gonna go for a regrab strat. A little interesting thing about Morpheal is every time you get flown off of Morpheal, Morpheal always goes left. So you can just predict. Alright, yep, it always goes left, just like that. And easy regrab.
How nice of Morpheal, you know?
Yep, pretty easy. Easy zero bomb. Can relax for a little.
I wonder if they're gonna meet up by Snow Peak. They might.
Maybe.
There's a good chance these two might end up, you know, getting to see each other over by there.
I think main difference is obviously Baachan's gonna have MDH already completed by then, probably.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole MDH and more fuel kill in between these two runners. Though when Ether goes back, he's gonna have a much quicker lake bed than we see, because he's already done half of lake bed pretty much. All he needs to do is grab some bombs and go kill more fuel. Is what his plan's gonna be. Oh my goodness, I keep buffering like every 5 minutes, and I have to refresh.
Oh
This is
no,
sad.
dude.
I
Rip.
have no clue why this is going on. I might actually just open up the browser in a whole other tab again. Baachan grabbing that heart container. I'm guessing it's a lot of runners like to actually enter HE with 4. It could be nice to be safe. Usually, for Gorge Void runners, how much HP you have left, if they'll take it or not.
Yeah, people grab that heart container just so they don't get one shotted by KB. KB3.
Oh yeah, KB3. There's a soft lock that can be there that will lose you tons of time. I think in this route it loses you less than Ethers.
Well, let me think. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure because if you were to die in Ether's run, you'd have to do. Well, let me think. You'd have to do more fuel again.
More fuel MDH again.
MDH, and if you were to die in this run,
Baachan's gonna save and quit at Ball and Chain though, so.
Yeah, so he's just gonna have to just. It would actually be better if Baachan died because he would actually save time over than if he did die.
Yeah, definitely a huge difference in the time.
Yeah, he would have to do more fuel and MDH again.
And you don't have to risk the whole like what we're gonna see in Ether's run is his more fuel is not gonna be as friendly. Well, it could be. Or he could just zoom straight through more fuel, but he's gonna be relying on some good RNG. Oh, Ether, what happened there? He just grabbed onto the bug and flew off of it.
Sometimes that can happen if the bug is really close to the ground.
Oh.
See, like that? Yep. So the bug is way too close to the ground there.
That's a tilter, definitely for sure. I would
It's
be very,
very
sad about
annoying.
that. Did you see what happened earlier in my race with you where I got triple hit? I hit it 3 times on one of the re-hits.
That's ridiculous. Holy crap.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't that I kept getting flung off. It was just usually when you go for the quick grab, you jump back, backflip, jump attack, so it knocks it. When it stops, you jump back on it, you get the attack. Instead, I jump attacked, knocked it, jump attack, knocked it, jump attack, got on it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll have to. I think it might be a first time that's happened. I'm gonna definitely be clipping that and sending that out to the TP community to be analyzed. Ether is now done with Laneru Twilight. We're gonna be seeing him do. He's gonna be grabbing the Isa bomb bags and doing some bomb shenanigans. He needs to empty out this bomb bag for a trick that you'll be seeing very, very soon.
Yeah, so again, in this route, we're not going to be getting Zor armor, and we're actually going to be fighting more fuel, but with water bombs. There's a trick that we're able to do.
Or Baachan took a bonk there.
Yeah, so there's a trick that allows us to do that. We can swim with water bombs, and that allows us to refill our air, basically, which is really nice.
Bomb bag hype, yes. Ether is going to be doing lots of shenanigans just so he can go into a more fuel fight. If you knock one of those pots, don't you actually like track the Goron there? That was close, Baachan. If you're getting thrown off boss bug, it means you grabbed too early.
Yeah, pretty much, if you grab too early. It just depends on where the bug's positioned is, honestly.
I thought it was more of a position thing. Though, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, again, you want to, like, wait for him to be, like, not close to the boards, but, like, off it. It's very awkward when it happens, though.
Baachan ahead on his splits.
Yep.
By 13 seconds, which is pretty good. too early visual cue if he's clipped to the platform, yeah. My only thinking is, isn't the platform literally like not the same layer? Like it's in water. B, it's also in
It's
it's
like
like not just a single layer. It's like there's a hill literally on it.
it's
So
like
I think
sort
it's
of like unstable. It kind of shifts
like-
back and forth.
it's an unstable layer, which is why I don't know if it's something that most people I feel just listen to it as a rhythm. They try and hear, or they try and remember muscle memory based on when they jumped it previously. We all go for that.
It's trying to I'm sorry, Ethernet. Sorry that happened.
Yeah, there's been some sad parts this round, but I mean overall, at least you got through the early game relatively without many difficulties. Like, oh my, I don't know. I don't know why my thing's buffering so much today either. This is legitimately, it's like
Internet, dude.
I don't think it's internet. Everything else has been fine. I have no clue what's going on for it.
Alright, now that Ethernet's got his temporary bomb bag, he's going to be diving into the water, apparently. No. He's going to be just dropping the bombs into the water. And he's going to need to empty this temporary bomb bag, and then he's going to be getting water bombs. And then he's going to be leaving lake beds, and then teleporting right back up to Zora's domain to free the Goron underwater. And that'll give him a real bomb bag. And
I really want this bomb bag too.
as concussion. Oh.
He's picking up the bomb, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, getting his workout.
He's not gonna Uko out. He's gonna go grab the Goron bomb bag, and then on his way to Snow Peak, and during Snow Peak even, he's gonna be wasting bombs throughout the dungeon, just to make his bomb count a little bit lower.
Dropping them like crazy just so that he can be able to only drop a few when going up to the next Zora bombs that he needs. Oh, he got
nice.
Oko there. Nice, good job.
Nice. That is a one framer right there.
Do you guys just mash for it?
Yeah, just mash for it. All right, now that Baachan is done with MDH, he's gonna have to go do Snow Peak now, actually. So I'd say they're kind of in line right now. They're both going to Snow Peak at a...
They're gonna see each other at Snow Peak Ruins, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder if Baachan's gonna do Wolfos jump because he's got Midna on his back, Kappa. So what I'm talking about with the Wolfos jump is there's actually another way to get to Snow Peak Ruins without map glitch. Is you do a super jump with a white Wolfos, and you jump over like the void plane. But it's like ridiculously like difficult. But
is there a reason why Midna is on Baachan's back, but I know in Aether's she won't be on Aether's back?
Yeah, because Baachan completed MDH already. That's the reason why.
Okay.
Because MDH puts Midna on your back. Because Zelda gave her life forces to Midna. For the time being. Yeah.
Oh, and before then, she's stuck in your shadow. Okay, okay,
Yep.
okay.
So with the HT route, you would do a Wolfos jump right after MDH to get the ball and chain.
You know, it's cool, actually. If you look at the shadow, she's
Yeah, the
riding
shadow.
on, she's riding on Aether still, and you still see her animations.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Because by this point, you would have MDH complete already, and since you haven't completed MDH yet, I guess the game just puts the shadow there. I don't know, for some reason. I don't know. It's just there.
That's just interesting. I've never noticed that until now. Like,
Yep. She's always been there.
Always by her side. That's why she's the best partner.
Yeah. Minda's Bay.
Say Minda is bae in a yawn.
Yeah, she is Bay.
Which is funny. You say it while yawning.
Yeah, I was tired.
I mean, that's why we play this game. That's why we all speedrun it, just to see Minda right at the end. That's why we go
Yeah.
fast. Faster you go,
I
the more
wish.
times. The shadow is always there. You always see Minda on your shadow, even at like the beginning.
So, Ethernet's howling at this howling statue to get rid of the effects of map glitch. And
Actually,
if you
very
were,
close to each other right now. Like,
yeah. If you were to not sing at the howling statue there and just dig through the cave, the game would actually soft lock. So, thankfully, both runners sang at the howling statue,
yeah,
which
we
saves
want
your game for soft locking.
no, I want. Baachan's just going to go in, not skip the watchers. In bite route, is there a reason for that, or is it just preference? They don't want to.
Oh, maybe preference. Pretty sure
So it's
bite
gonna
route you would
reduce-
still do a messenger skip. Yeah, so if you notice as well, Baachan has a hero's tunic on as well, so ice enemies also do double damage to humans, so moves or armor on, so Baachan playing it safe with having the hero's tunic on here. He's gonna put it back on, I think maybe at the after area alpha skip actually. Or he might put it back on after Ball and Chan, I'm not sure though.
So because of Ether not fighting the watchers, they're synced up right now, quite nicely. Right at Yeto snowboarding down the mountain.
They're synced, oh my god. Did
Are they not
either of
synced for
them
you?
did they go on a spiritual journey at all? I wasn't paying attention.
I did not tell. I was refreshing the page because I've had to refresh the page every 3 minutes.
Damn. No spiritual journeys, it seems.
I don't know. You know, maybe Ether did. Maybe Ether's asking Yeto, how do I save back this time? Show me the way, man. Show me the way. That man Yeto, he definitely does. In our world record, wait, did Dimzo go on a spiritual journey? Do we know?
He did. He did go on a
God.
spiritual journey.
So, you know, Chris, anytime you don't go on a spiritual journey from now on, I'm gonna flame you. I'm gonna have to be like, man, apparently you don't want the best time you could be getting.
Maybe that's the key to sub 3, dude. I don't know. Just go on the spiritual journey easy.
According to Demon and Nimzo, picking up the mail is the way to get a record.
There
Both
you go.
of them. Demon, another very good player, an AD runner, was able to get world record today. For the first time in 2 years, the world record was broken, I believe. Taking it from Adam, and he also picked up the mail.
Pog.
So,
I did
don't
not know
forget,
about that.
don't forget, kids, pick up the mail.
Also, yeah, GG's to Demon for bopping the AD record. That was pretty cool to see.
That is a long time standing record of 2 years, so pretty good to see someone bop it. We've been seeing a lot of things get changed recently. We saw any percent record get broken and AD very, very recently.
Yeah, first 253, and you know, maybe we can get this first sub 340. Demon goes for it.
I believe from what I said on Twitter, Demon does not plan on going for it.
Damn, dude, that would be so cool.
Actually, here I can go pull up his reply real quick. To me, he said, "I'm done with AD for now."
Damn. That was a quick. He cleaned up AD real quick, actually. Now that I think about it.
He's a very good runner. Demon's been in our community for a long time. He's a very, very quick runner. Still believe holds 3rd place in 90%
Yeah,
right now.
3rd place. Yeah.
So a very good runner.
All right, so they're gonna go through Snow Peak here. Baachan having a little bit of trouble with the LJA, but mostly because of the boomerang was kind of mean. He's gonna jump with the boomerang, goes out of bounds. Fortunately, when inbounds there, he item wheel buffered just to make sure he was just to make sure he didn't accidentally fall. There we go. Clean LJ over.
They're taking that void out so you can drop 3 bombs immediately. That is tech that we definitely do. It's nice to have that. He's gonna be doing the simmy.
I think
He
it's
went for the simmy.
I don't know what the backup is here, actually. I don't really know.
You just jump attack at this guy for a while, and you hope.
You hope and pray.
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of what you do. You just keep jump attacking at him. Ether, if you can hear me, yeah, you straight up just go for jump attacks on that guy.
Yeah, looks like Ether's gonna go all the way back up and just probably do the side up method. Yep, he's gonna go for the side up method now. There we go. A little bit
The
slow,
Simmy's
but
way is pretty cool, but I feel like switching over to it's a little bit rough.
yeah. You have to time your like jump slash. It's very precise timing. And probably precise angle as well. All right, Baachan getting a fast fuser clip here. And he's gonna basically clip through the beast and then open the door on the other side. Skips the whole like blowing up the freezer with the cannon. Nice, nice.
Yeah, it skips a majority of the dungeon, especially because this is all we want from the dungeon.
See if we can open the door at least. He's having some trouble opening the door.
You gotta either do the shield tag. Come on. You know
He's having some trouble. Okay, there we go. He's doing the backup. Oh no! Please don't die. Oh my god. There we go. Okay.
Hey,
At
alright.
a quarter of a heart. Monk.
Alright, he just wants to make some content for us, you know. He's like, man, you know, I haven't. He's like, I gotta get some more content on the screen for us. Well, let me spice it up a little bit.
And hopefully Ether does not die to the. Oh god, dude, the ball and chain.
The ball and chain. He would spawn outside the freezer, by the way. He would be losing quite a lot of time if he took it out there. I've done it too many times myself to not know.
Yeah, okay, so Baachan's gonna put back on Zor armor here. Yep, okay, it's good play, good play. You could also put it back on after Alphos, but I mean, depending on what you want to do.
Clutch. Very, very clutch, Ether. At first I thought Ether was about to take the death to the freezer. I thought he was walking back over to him.
The ice wall might get him here, though.
Oh my god. I'm very, very scared by what's about to happen.
Oh, the ruby.
My god.
Ethernet, please.
Home slice, you gotta stop taking our hearts on this journey. You're taking us on a spiritual journey, apparently.
Honestly, dude.
Alright, we've got full HP again. Let's go, Ether. It's been a while. Well, no longer gotta hear that beep beep anymore.
Alright, now Baachan is done with Snow Peak and now head over to good old AG.
Yeah, Ether definitely giving us this content that we needed.
Now is Ether gonna go for one bomb? Is he gonna go for it?
I mean, you know, he goes for it on runs where he shouldn't, so I would really hope that on a run where he really has nothing to lose here, he does, you know? That is very unfortunate.
Yeah. He was way too low to the ground, I think, yeah. That's usually what happens.
Yeah. By the way, that Helmasaur is just trying to rest up on there. I think one of our other runners, was it Ace, who having that little Helmasaur just vibe there?
Dude, that's Jake. Not Jake, Harvey. I don't know.
I thought you were about to say Jake from. I thought you were about to call him Jake from State Farm. I was gonna be like.
I think his name is Jake, right? I think so, because that's the
I don't know. You named them. You're the one who names them. How am I supposed to?
No, the Wii community has a name for that Helmasaur because he is Helmasaur LJA.
Jake memed me in my race run. Yeah, you know, I did remember that. We vibe. And also, fun fact: it's better if you have the Zora arm to swim here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, Jake. So anyway, yeah.
It's Jake from State Farm. He's just vibing as a Helmasaur.
Alright, Ethan's gonna do a different method of Bosky skip to Baachan. So he's gonna do a jump slash. He's gonna aim at the chandelier, the inner ring. He's gonna jump attack. And then he's gonna do some side hops. Gonna line up.
He's about to rudely walk into Morpheus' room and take her on a spiritual journey.
Had a really good setup, actually. He doesn't even have to
that
adjust
was
at all.
really quick.
Very
Nice.
clean.
All right. It's Ether's time. Better hope Morpheus feeling nice, but hope you brought flowers.
So with Morpheus, the way you fight him without more Zoro armor is when Link, in the middle of Link's pulling out the water, in the middle of Link pulling out a water bomb, you can interrupt that by unequipping your iron boots, and that will let you swim with water bombs. And if you hold on to the water bomb for like a second or two, you can refill your air. But if you let go of the bomb right away, it activates Rocket Link, which will put you at the top of the lake. So
yeah,
you want to be holding onto the bomb.
We're tricking the game into thinking that we are above land because you're not supposed to be able to swim the bomb.
More or less, the game registers us at more or less the game registers us on land for 1 frame when we're dropping the bomb. So
it's really nice. It gives us a nice air refill.
Yeah. All right, so there is a really risky strat that involves a little bit of RNG for Morpheus. It's called one bomb. So with this one bomb, you could technically have enough air to take care of Morpheus, but it very much depends on Morpheus' RNG. Might be possible, but he's gonna need some really good regrabs if he's going for one bomb.
I wonder, is he going for it?
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, he is. He's always okay.
Morpheus trolled.
Morpheus told him, nah, go back down. Morpheus probably trying to save Ether from himself right now. Not gonna lie. This is horrible RNG, by the way.
No, Morpheus looks looking really nice right now, actually.
You know, it's not too. She's a little bit high. I think he's going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He barely got that grab. That's good.
Really good grab there. And if he gets the regrab here, potentially save a little bit of time. Oh.
Okay.
That's
Now
so
he
unfortunate.
might drown. Now he might drown.
Pretty
Hopefully
far
not.
up. No, he'll make it.
No, he'll make it. All right.
Plenty of
Ether,
time.
You're good. You're vibing, Ether. Just keep going. Hopefully
RNG though. RNG's bad. Ether is just looking for the one grab because you can just use ending blow on Morpheus. He's gonna go for it though. I think he has enough air if Morpheus stops trolling. Morpheus trolling mega hard right now. Yeah, Morpheus hella trolling. He's gonna have to get more air. Yeah,
Ether, buddy, you gotta go get some air, buddy.
Probably dead. Actually, maybe. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, okay, he's out of here. Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunate.
No, Morpheus in the first phase was pretty high up. That's why I said it seemed like she was in some decently bad RNG because she's able to attack you, but she's able to attack you lower.
Yeah.
So you have more air for the regrab. You're able to buffer frames, but because of what she did, he wasn't really able to buffer frames there. F to Ether. That sucks.
Unfortunate. Baachan getting through KB3 very nicely and heading into EG.
You know, good backup though. You know, good job keeping your head on strong and then just getting right back in. That takes a strong will.
Yep. Let's see if Morpheus wants to be nice today again. Second try is the charm, even though it's third time.
Baachan's gonna be doing the wolf method, which is very, very safe here.
Yeah.
Does he get trolled by the small? Oh, now he gets trolled by the Moldarm. Oh, he got the frame for it. That's pretty nice, though.
Oh, nice. That's good at least.
That's a smile moment.
All right, he's gonna get the bomb plot again. I was nice again.
Yeah, the eye wasn't going for its new world record. It was just vibing. Whoa, Baachan. something crazy happen that we missed, or were you guys just talking about the mold arm hitting him on the last frame there? So now we've got late
very
game.
low. It's looking like a nice. Oh yeah, this is nice RNG from Morph. Let's see if you get the one bomb this time. Nope.
Oh my goodness! She threw him down and she went up.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yo.
This RNG.
More fuel.
Oh man.
More fuel. My homeboy needs to get out of here. He needs to leave. He needs to catch up. He needs to at least try. You can't be doing this.
Looking pretty good this time around though.
Alright, you know, this one is fine, but how many bombs does Ether have?
Not a lot.
He's just looking for a frame, man. He just wants one. He's just like, please. He has 3 bombs.
Baachan go for Poen skip. Nice. Got it.
Good. Using those frames,
Okay.
buffering the frames there just so that he can make sure that he's getting it.
Yep.
Either gone for he just wanted to regrab, man. He
Did he do an
canceled
extra
this.
regrab?
Yeah, he did. So, funnily enough, only that final hit actually matters to more fuel too. If you cancel the 3rd swing or before the 4th swing, you will do no damage to her. Is that a 7 bomb? Yep.
Yep,
It's
pretty
okay.
much.
You know, he can. I don't know, Ether. I don't know where can you save time. This run is just a little bit of sag all around. I don't think Ether was happy about anything that's happened in this run. I don't want to play anymore. Does Ether need to play?
It's honestly a decision. You can do either or.
It's up to you either. Like,
Yeah, it's up to you, man.
you. If you want to keep going, go. If you don't want to, then like I don't think anyone's gonna look at you and be like, oh, either you didn't continue after 12 minutes to a crash, 7 bomb more fuel, shame on you. Can't believe you did this. I don't think anyone's gonna think that, you know.
Yeah, no one's gonna think that, dude.
Yeah, it's unfun when you hit the split timer and you see that you're already 12 minutes behind. That is not fun. That is probably the opposite of fun. Are you just gonna roll his thing? Yeah, I guess he's just gonna roll his thing. What's a break slide here? More fuel is bad, man. Oh, at least he gets the swag, you know? He kills that Baachan, puts his sword away. Bubbling. Oh my. My life is suffering. Baachan's gonna pick up this little small key here. Is he skipping that ruby? Oh yeah, I don't think he cares about it. He's gonna get the 200 later, right?
He already has
He's already
300.
got. You already got the 200, right?
Yeah, he has 300 because he got snowboarding rubies. Snowboarding rubies are big. There's like over 100. I'm pretty sure. Let me think. There's 150, and there's like 220s. So that's 40. That's 90 rubies. Holy crap, man!
You know, if there's one thing that you could give, Ether's had a lot of swag. You know, been chilling.
Yep.
He talked to the cat. He wanted to. He wanted to talk to that cat. Actually 100 with the scattered around, with the green
Ooh,
scattered around. Okay,
damn.
yeah, because there's extra greens there that you can get.
True.
Baachan killing Speedrat. I can't believe you do this to our boy. That's Remy, apparently, from Ratatouille. He goes to visit. Either's.
You went into Agatha. Oh, jeez, man, what happened?
You want to just say hi? What's up, Agatha? We don't see you too often. Turn back into Wolf, because you casually can right now. I thought Ether was about to exit castle down south. I was like, okay. Get Cackledge, you got this, Ether.
Let me see if he gets it.
No.
Aww.
So people were wondering, there's a glitch where you do a neutral B attack after a dash, and you end up having the camera stuck in a certain position. It saves you 2 seconds because the camera won't be able to pan in this cutscene. Baachan is turning into human here.
Yeah, there's a using the ball and chain to kill him, because sometimes it could be kind of inconsistent as Wolf.
I actually implore Baachan, there's another very safe way that you'll see a couple of other runners do. I think Crosser. There's actually a lot of runners who do the other method of killing it with like 2. It's like a different Wolf setup. It's not just the double meta charge, but
So many stall children in the way though. Holy crap. There we go. Oh wow, I was able to knock down the Poe with just like one charge. That's crazy.
But yeah, there's I can't remember the attack method, but it's where you only need the meta charge at once and it kills the Redead. It's after like you do like you do a different Wolf attack and then you do the meta charge and it kills it. It's very good. It's a safe backup that's guaranteed. I wonder, will Ether, how long will Ether go in this run?
We'll see.
I mean, he is cat jamming right now to MDH, so you know, at least he's having some fun right now. The good music's playing.
Alright, Baachan entering the second half of Arbiters. He's got to click the spinner and the boss key.
Just gonna, you know, we've got good collision in Twilight Princess, as you see.
Yeah.
Baachan showing a good example. They put a lot of effort here, as you saw. These are things that you could do pretty much. You don't need to be a speedrunner to do that one. That one's pretty nice. Now Baachan is going to be making his way over. He's going to be doing different strats that you would see most typical runners doing because he does not have bombs in his route. He's going to be doing some different ways to kill enemies.
Yeah, it's a
And how
really
he
cool.
handles AG.
There's a really cool ball and chain strat you can do with the Stalfos here. Basically, you're gonna wake up the first Stalfos, and then you're gonna run to the other side, and then it's gonna just throw the ball and chain. He's actually gonna pull out the ball and chain and let the like 2 guys behind him, like just swing him by killing it. He's gonna just basically swing the ball and chain. Or unless he's just gonna wait here. Okay, he's just gonna wait here, and then he's gonna let this first guy die, and then they'll all die in like one piece, just like that. Easy. Really clean. There's different like ways to do that.
The bomb way is definitely, I think, by far the fastest.
Oh yeah, bomb way is faster.
Drop bombs, you drop another bomb at the side, they all die, and you end up at the gate. And if you release the bomb pretty, the wrong item. Okay, there we go. That was good aim though.
Now, are we gonna see a DS skip or are we gonna see a ball and chain strat?
More than likely ball and chain.
Yeah.
Considering how Baachan's been playing, I do not think he's going for anything risky, and I feel like him pulling out a DSS here would be quite weird to see out of nowhere, you know. Hopefully he gets a good ball and chain cycle. We can see how many hits he have ball and chain he gets over on Death Sword here. Oops. So either is half a heart. He put oops in chat. I wonder what this oops is. Is he about to jump off? Is he about to like, fall through the bridge? Is he about to get brawl tripped? Like, lots of different things that can come from this oops.
I'm getting the ball and chain strat. So
the crazy thing. Ah, that's the oops.
Oh, rip.
If you notice right now, actually, Ether, well, they can't see, but he shows his PB and his splits, like his PB plays in the back, and he's actually at Death Sword.
His PB, yeah.
Run. So Baachan's on a very good run right now.
Yep.
This depends on his late game, though. Late game is definitely a big decider. There's lots of movement, lots of aiming, lots of different ways you can handle late game, which can save or lose you time.
Ether got the bridge cycle, nice. And Baachan getting playing really safe towards Death Sword. There's like a lot of different methods to killing Death Sword. There's a ball and chain strat, there's a slash strat, and there is a you just get
Baachan got a gold. Let's go.
Nice, good stuff.
CFG gold. Feels gold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate one-handed grab. Ether still rolling the lowest amount he can on the dice every single time.
Damn.
The game can't even smile at him and give him a little win, you know? Could have just given him that two-handed. Nah, I was like, yeah, take a one-hand. Take the L.
Alright, now that Baachan's got the spinner, or Baachan, he's gonna go to fight Star-Lord now.
He's gonna fight our favorite boss out here.
Star-Lord.
Me trying to contain myself. Star-Lord's a unique boss fight. He's got some fun RNG, and by fun I mean, you know, as fun as pinball can be. He's gonna be spawning some little what's that called? The Style Troopers. What are their name? Oh my
yeah, Style
goodness.
Troops.
There's so many enemies. There are so many enemies to remember their names for. So he's gonna be spawning some Style Troops that we're gonna have to pretty much you know, be playing some pinball, enjoy ourselves. Sometimes he'll give you some pretty bad RNG and you end up getting stuck in for a long time.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be no Great Wall of China's appearing in that fight.
You spin me right around, baby. I just like it when we stand here and spin like crazy, just waiting. Like, man, they were like, you know, we should make an item called the spinner. And they're like, what are we gonna make it do?
Spin.
Make it pull buttons. Crazy. This item's essential to the city in the sky.
Yep.
It's one of the few times it's actually used, other than AG. All right. This is a weird time to shine, Spinner. You've got this. This boss fight was made for you. Funnily enough, different items have different speeds in different rooms. Stallard, I believe, has the highest speed for the spinner.
Yep.
For this room. Oh, I see you're doing the same thing as Zach does. Move a little bit forward, then spinner. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, isn't it like a couple frames faster, or whatever it is?
Indeed, it is time to let it rip. We're playing Beyblade now.
Oh, nice RNG.
Very good. No.
Slipped right on by.
It's also good movement. That was good judgment from Baachan. Now you're gonna get bounced around though. That
Getting
was
pinballed around. He can make it work though. I think he's gonna play it safe and go back to the rails.
He's gonna play it safe. He scoots on by. I think he's gonna bounce off this one and get the hit. Yep.
Nice ricochet.
Not too bad.
One extra spin.
That's definitely not too bad of a time loss. Like, you know what's my favorite thing is when you get the quick double hit on Stallard.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It feels really nice to just have to hit the A button once, bounce, and then, you know, let it rip right onto his spine immediately. Right after. So Baachan's gonna be exiting Arbiter's grounds, and Ether's gonna be entering
Entering.
Gerudo Valley. Alright, Baachan, we need you to snipe out your old PB. This guy, you got this one in the bag. Keep up this good man. Ether.
And then he gave the
Ether's
letter
trying
fire.
to attack our favorite clown. Fire. I can't believe this. How dare you?
Alright, so Baachan's not gonna do a strat called early knockdown. He's gonna roll 5 times, and then he's gonna wait just a second, get on the spinner, and then. Oh no!
I'm pretty sure he could have released there.
I think he would have gotten it if you just released. I'm not sure though.
He does the pog slide. Stallard's head is looking like it was okay, good. A little bit too far.
So there's a little bit of a backup here with brake sliding, but it's a little bit unreliable sometimes. Hopefully, you can get the backup. Unfortunate time loss here. There we go.
There
we got it. And then we can one cycle him by just doing quick spins. Unfortunately, he's using 5 frames here for not doing clockwise. Wait,
I can't believe this, Baachan. No, those were counterclockwise. All of those were counterclockwise. Okay. There's a tear to my eye.
Yeah, it's only 5 frames if you do clockwise. Clockwise is only like 1 frame faster, pretty much.
Over the course of a whole run, though, you might be able to save a whole second.
It's true though, dude.
Isn't that worth it? A single miss already gets rid of it all.
Dude, I almost golded that split the other day just because I did clockwise. It's crazy.
It's all because of clockwise spins, dude.
But yeah, now that Arbiters is complete, we're now gonna make our way over to City in the Sky. We're not gonna be going back to Snow Peak or to Temple of Time, which is nice. The way the game like progresses is unchecked for the like the middle pieces of the mirror Twilight slash
Do your stuff,
the mirror or the what's it called, the Fuse Shadow.
Oh,
so Baachan's gonna be skipping Temple of Time and Snow Peak altogether, which is really nice.
Yeah, pretty much this game has a weird way of checking things. It doesn't really check if you have the other two. If you get the last one in the set, right? So, you know, the Fuse Shadow for MDH, you'll just give you the rest and do MDH. After MDH, you need MDH in order to progress the game so that the barrier spawns at Hyrule Castle, and that real Hyrule Castle is actually there now. Are there's extra heart containers needed for Baachan, or is it just for safety? I think it's definitely for safety here. Because Baachan's probably going to be taking the City in the Sky one too. Typically, we always take that one just so we have full HP when dropping down out of the cannon.
Yeah, so after City in the Sky, we're going to be doing a jump slash, and they'll put us, they'll actually land us on top of on a bridge, and we'll be taking taking a lot of fall damage when we land on the bridge. It'll take 2 hearts, so grabbing at least 1 or 2 heart containers is like very good to do in runs.
Yeah, typically runners are going to always be at 4 or 5, sometimes 6 if you want to be on the safer side.
Yep.
Just mainly it's just like how comfortable are you with Palace? Because Palace is definitely an area where you can lose a lot of time to just taking deaths or being sloppy with it. Take more damage if you don't know what you're doing.
Palace is a very evil area.
This is a really scuffed set of Baachan's got over here for this one. That's not going to work.
ZeldaSpeedRuns, thanks for the raid party of 88. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid.
Oops.
Not another
Every time
oops.
Ether puts oops in the chat, I just like something in me is just like, what is it this time?
Oh, that's the oops. It's riding around the boar.
He's having a good time. Then he's landing. And welcome Raiders. Hope you enjoy some Twilight Princess, because that's what we've got going for you today. We've still got a good hour plus left in the run.
Yeah.
Hour 10, more likely. Hopefully for Baachan it ends in about an hour less than, or like an hour and 5. Anything like that's gonna be a PB. Ether swagging on over by doing a brake slide through the sand. All right, my man.
Nice.
You know, at least you're going out in style.
I like it. All right, so we gotta pay our good friend Fire through into Ruby so if it's a cannon, so we can hit up the city in the sky.
Now, look at this man. Just have a man who works on a cannon 3 days for you. Look at this. This cutscene's rendered in the game, by the way. Very fun.
Yeah.
It actually sets your day-night cycle too.
Yeah, it says the
resets
morning.
it. Yep. Or it's like afternoon, I believe. It's like noonish. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Clubbers would be able to tell us. I don't know for sure. I'm not a hundo runner.
Because I know with getting the Master Sword, the game gets put
Baachan.
the.
There we go. I was like, you gonna try to get in there with the ball and chain?
Because I know with the Master Sword, the game is like set to like midday, kind of sort of. That's where generally the game puts it at. Because like I remember whenever I did Hundo, like the time after, or like the morning time after Master Sword would be really short. So yeah. All right, Baachan's entering city. City in the Sky is probably one of the best dungeons in this speedrun, in my opinion.
A lot of people love this dungeon. It's pretty fun. We get to use everyone's favorite thing, the LJA. Ooh, our cool fancy move, you know. Ether unfortunately not getting Poe 1 skip there.
It's gonna go for the slide back up though.
Okay, Ether, are you insane? All right, you just. I mean, he's got nothing to lose, you know. Like,
so for the people who don't know, it was the other way people did Poe 1 skip in the run. They would just backflip, slide off the pillar, and then they would grab the ledge. It's very difficult.
They're getting mauled by these Moldorms.
Mauled by the Moldorms. Nice pun.
Oh, okay, and he's got Poe 1 skip. All right, he's chilling
Good
out there.
stuff. Oh,
and then he falls right after. All right, Ether, today is just not your day, is it, man? Like, someone go grub up this guy some like food, make his day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Jim, tell him to go give you a visit. Oh my goodness, this Moldorm just pushes him back.
Moldorm, dude. They're evil. Moldorms are evil, dude. Oh no. Alright, we just missed it, but Baachan did a skip where he was able to completely dodge a trigger for the fam up above the room he was just in, and that was it allows you to get to the boss key really quickly after we get double claws.
Oh my goodness, Ether.
It's actually
man, like Ether needs that credits for dude. Ether, honestly, just go onto the curse copy and see if Hyrule Castle didn't load correctly. Let's just see.
Let's go for the slide again, see if we can get it.
Oh, it's so close. Like, unfortunately, it's just one of those times we look at our fallen soldier here, and like we just get to see the game. TP is taking its tax on him. It says, yeah, we aren't the friendliest of games. He's got half a heart, so I don't even think he wants to go deal with the Moldorms anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, Moldorms would have FF'd at the crash.
Oh,
so it takes.
Actually.
He wants it, you know. He really wants to. So he wants to. Oh no, either. Yeah, he's a little bit too far away from the pillar now.
Moldorms.
Hey, Moldorms, please don't attack him. Oh no, not Moldorm's looking at him. Oh, well, he's back to doing the backflip method. Unfortunately.